Hi, it's State Representative Jim Walsh here at the Capitol in Olympia. Once again, I want to talk today about the state's recently enacted cap and trade tax scheme. This has been driving up the price of really all forms of carbon energy in the state of Washington, but particularly the prices for gas and diesel fuel. There is some motion here at the Capitol on potential reforms and maybe repeals of this unpopular tax. And I want to tell you a little bit about those and what they look like moving into the fall and beginning to look at the next upcoming legislative session. So a couple of proposals are already being circulated here in Olympia. One, coming out of the state Senate, would restrict the amount that the current auctions for allowances, those are the permits to pollute that are auctioned on a quarterly or more often basis by the State Department of Ecology. This proposal would limit the amount that those allowances could be bid up to, and therefore, at least in theory, limit the upward pressure on gas and diesel prices caused by the price of those allowances, those permits to pollute, being bid way up in the auction process. So that's one approach to trying to control the upward pressure on gas and diesel prices. Another approach coming out of the State House here would implement a series of rebates. So people would get a check back from the state government, rebating part of the proceeds to tax revenue generated by the cap and trade scheme. So that one would entail when you go to get your tabs renewed, you would get a check back rather than having to just write a check or pay money to get your car tabs renewed. And then there would be a series of other rebates either available to you upon tab renewal or perhaps sent to you at your home, rebating part of the higher gas prices. So these are a couple of different approaches to trying to reform the cap and trade scheme. But above it all is the clearer concept of simply repealing it. And that is putting pressure on legislators to propose other solutions short of repealing. So I suppose for the time being, the strategic approach may be rebate until repeal. At least that's what some people here at the Capitol are saying. This is an ongoing story, obviously. There are likely to be more proposals about responding to the cap and trade tax scheme, and I'll update you on those as they are released and become known and are floated around and available. But this is very typical of the off-season activity that happens here at the Capitol, where these proposals that aren't quite bills yet are sort of circulated to start discussion and gather support before the next legislative session begins. That's it for now. I'll talk to you again soon. But until then, good luck with the gas prices.